Before Maddie goes to sleep each night, she triple checks the house and car are locked. Yet she still wakes in the middle of the night scared. The feeling of being safe in your own home has been ripped away from her family. Intruders breaking in not once or twice, but 5 times since Easter.
We don't know what else we can do. It's just living in fear.
Living on edge. Families in the grip of a crime crisis.
Sad, angry, disappointed.
The sun's about to set on another day in Melbourne, and as night falls, residents here in the Bayside suburbs, but also from all over the metro area, are wondering if tonight it'll be their house broken into, their cars stolen, or worse, their families attacked.
It's really scary to know that while I slept, someone was walking through my house, especially because we have young kids. They get up in the middle of the night, they go from our bed back to their beds, like they can easily run into one of these intruders.
The Gare family's been targeted 5 times since Easter, the gang after their family cars.
Yeah, unfortunately woke up and had a fairly large guy standing in the bedroom doorway in our house, who I chased out of the house with his mate. You sort of have a flight or fight reaction, and when you got your wife and 2 young kids in the house, you get pretty upset pretty quickly. It's not nice to go through though. It's daunting, it's horrible.
Are you worried, Ben, what you'll do if they come back again?
Absolutely, like you're going to do whatever you have to do to look after your wife and your kids. You don't want to have to think about it, but that's the harsh reality, right?
They've beefed up security at their home in Melbourne's southeast, even going as far as hiring a private security guard.
Every night we check the doors, we double check, we triple check. I'm constantly checking that my car is locked, but I'll wake up in the middle of the night and just look out the windows and just watch the cameras on my phone, it's a pretty terrible sleep at night.
Maddie and Ben are fed up.
Eventually something's going to break. One of us might get hurt. One of them might get hurt. One of the the members of the public might get hurt when they do steal a car, and it's a horrible thing to think about.
Do something and do it now, just to get the ball rolling. It's not going to happen overnight, but we would probably rest easier knowing that they are trying to make some changes happen.
They don't care about consequences because there doesn't seem to be any consequences. So I've spoken to police who've gone to places in Melbourne where there's crime gangs, they get arrested and they're laughed at. The police are laughed at with these offenders saying, well, so what, we'll be back later today, we'll inevitably get bail. And as we know, they do inevitably get bail.
Criminal psychologist Tim Watson-Munro.
There's the adrenaline rush. There's been caught up in the power of the group. I think we can't overstate the impact of social media and how that can groom people, how it can desensitise people to the nature and severity of the crimes they're doing.
Crime in Victoria is up 18.1% from last year. Theft has skyrocketed, more than 240,000 offences recorded. In 2024, almost 19,000 cars were stolen across the state. That figure's jumped to more than 27,000 in 2025, and it's only August. And the criminals are getting younger. More than 7,000 crimes were committed by children, some aged as young as 10.
Premier Jacinta Allen is under immense pressure. She's already brought forward a ban on machetes and introduced what she's calling the toughest bail laws in the country. But is that enough?
Victorians are less safe today than they've ever been in our history.
Opposition leader Brad Batten wants police officers to have more powers and self-defence laws reviewed to protect the victims, not the crooks.
When I was a police officer back in the early 2000s, we saw an aggravated burglary like 5 times in my career. Now we're seeing up to 20 a day. This is where it highlights the fact that when you've lost control of crime and you've got a crisis, you need to do something about it. Return the powers back to the Victoria Police.
The split second I turned my back, someone came from behind, jumped in the car and drove off. And my husband and I tried to chase this man down in our car, asking him to stop, and that didn't happen.
Angelina and Andre are also victims of crime.
Disgusted, hurt, angry, violated. Yeah, to say the least.
Their car was snatched moments before they were supposed to leave for the airport on a family holiday to Bali with their 3 kids. In the car, their passports and luggage.
I just wanted to give them a good holiday, a family holiday. Now we can't do that because someone chose that it'd be more fun to drive our car around. They saw everything. Our daughter Tiana, who's just turned 5, asked us straight after it happened, "Why did that man jump in our car and take it away, Mummy? Why did he take our car?"
The couple are thankful their children weren't snatched too.
Our kids are usually racing to the car. Who's going to put the seatbelt on first? Who's going to touch the car first? Or who sits where? Today, this morning, they chose not to. Instead, they want to ask questions about the airplane. So I'm happy they did that instead of who was going to win. Because if they were in the car, we'll never forgive ourselves.
Toughen these laws up, because tomorrow in 6 hours it's happening again. And what does it take for someone to get seriously injured or killed for something to change? Is that what we're waiting for?
Where's the money? Where's the money?
Prisons are universities of crime. All they do is help kids learn more about criminal behaviour, increase their criminal networks, but also they come out of prison more angry and more disconnected from community and more likely to commit crimes in the future.
Chris Lacey from the Les Twentyman Foundation says locking kids up isn't the solution.
Well, we need to invest in early intervention programs. It's as simple as that. It costs $500,000 a year to lock a kid up in prison. For that figure, I can employ 3 full-time youth workers and work with hundreds of kids in that year.
Other states have brought in adult crime, adult time laws and seen a drop in offending.
If there's an unkind of spoken agenda of we don't lock up kids, then there's no consequences and the crime continues.
For the victims, they live with the ongoing trauma.
Let's do something and do it quickly. You know, it's the taxpayers that are the ones that are copying this.
I hope that you better yourself. Don't be this person, be better.
Terrifying, isn't it? And sorry to those who missed the top of our show. We had a few technical issues there. But how is that, having your home broken into 5 times since Easter when you have little kids in the house? And police tell us they found Angelina and Andre's car. It's been returned to them, although their luggage and passports are still missing.